been stemmed just a little bit. But even with that, the governor today, well, that wouldn't have accounted for not seeing anybody. I mean, you're not just talking about sanitizing the streets where people were lined up trying to stay warm in blankets and get into shelters that had filled up in the city of El Paso. God bless those citizens, by the way, who've done everything they can do and share their space, food, everything else. That's one thing. But the sanitation for the president's political protection was the fact that he goes to a migrant facility where they're intaking like 1,000 people a day. He tried to tell the president. The president's like, no, I just want an average number. He pushes back on this guy to give him a smaller number that he can live with, and he doesn't see one migrant at that facility. You've got 1,000 people. Adjusted number 300 to 400, and not one person is at the facility when the president shows up. You don't have to show their faces on camera, but my goodness, that is a cleanup of epic proportions. That's a lie.
And who's surprised, Harris? This weekend on Fox and Friends, we had the former border chief Rodney Scott on. He said when President Trump came to visit the border, there in San Diego, that he had two directives. He said, "Give me a tour and tell me what I should know. Tell me what's going on here." What were the directives from the President Biden in his visit? Talking points. This was the border chief telling us this in the past. So what else would we expect from this administration other than a manufactured, pre-programmed, sanitized visit? Because everything to them, Martha, is about manufacturing a distorted reality. They can't handle the reality that Friday night, 33 migrants were shipped here to New York City, that all of those being processed required the volunteerism of what are those, the air marshals. I mean, it's an absolute joke on the part of this administration. This is the final cherry on top.
Well, it's pretty clear that they don't want to fix this problem, right? I mean, they ended the building of the wall. They pushed away Remain in Mexico and Title 42. So when you look at the actual policies that they have implemented or not implemented, they're all designed at allowing this to continue. They also just ended a period where they had the House, the Senate, and the White House. So if they wanted to do something about this, they just missed that opportunity. So isn't it interesting that that's when the president goes down? Because now he knows he's likely to have some resistance to a bipartisan agreement on immigration, and that's something Republicans will have to answer to as well. Doug Collins. But now he's going to have a little bit of pushback, even if he wants to say, I'm the person who wants to fix it. But today is all about this discussion between the heads of the United States, of Mexico, and Canada, right? You have Obrador, you have Justin Trudeau. This is an opportunity where we really need Congressman Michael Waltz, wrote a very